And in large part, this was because of NAFTA. And we've seen in the years since NAFTA, now almost 20 years, we've seen a quadrupling of trade. So now there's $500 billion, $500 billion worth of goods that flows back and forth each year, making Mexico one of our most important partners. But it's not just the amount that matters. It's what is going back and forth here. And what NAFTA helped do, along with other changes, was change the decision-making, the calculations of thousands and thousands of corporations and companies who now, as they're struggling to be competitive globally, have decided to produce in both countries. So you look at the imports that come into the United States from Mexico, so the quote-unquote made in Mexico. On average, 38% of that product was actually made in the United States by US workers. And when you put that in comparison to other countries, from China or from Brazil or from the EU nations, it's less than 4%. And even Canada, our other NAFTA partner, it's 25% of what's coming in was actually made in the United States. So when you think about the global reality, which is one of global supply chains, Mexico is by far, in a way, the best partner for the United States, for our companies, but also for American workers, since we really do truly make things together. The other big change we've seen over the last few decades are personal ties, and this has happened through immigration. So beginning in the 1980s and until very recently, we saw an unprecedented wave of people coming north to the United States. This has meant that today, a third of immigrants to the United States are from Mexico. There's some 11 million Mexicans who live here. And when you add in the Mexican Americans, those with descendants of Mexicans, it's over 35 million people. So one of our largest immigrant and descendant groups. Now these flows over 30 years resulted from many factors. One of the most important was economic. Mexico, as I was describing before, it had many booms and busts. And with each bust, you wiped out the savings of families, people lost their jobs, and in desperation, many headed north.